also reporting live from the Loyalty News Station tonight. We have a very special guest. She is a survivor from human sex trafficking. We actually have concealed her identity for her safety this evening during the interview. Here with us is Noelle. Nice to have you with us here tonight, Noelle. Why don't you give me a brief description of what your experience was like?
A good description of my experience would be, I was at the top of the hill safe and sound, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was pushed over a cliff.
What kind of crime would you consider your experience to be?
Slavery. It was definitely slavery.
How old were you?
I was 14. I was young. I was foolish. I was 14.
Where is she?
Peggy! Hey, Peggy!
There you are. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I got the modeling job. I can't believe it. I mean, do I look like modeling material? Well, that's beside the point. I really need your help packing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course I'll help you pack.
Awesome.
When do you leave?
Well, the man who gave me the job said that he'd meet me and some of the other local girls at the apartment complex across town tomorrow night.
This seems kind of sketchy, don't you think?
It's not. The apartment complex is where the agency's located.
Are you sure? I mean, it seems kind of weird to have a modeling agency in an apartment complex, don't you think?
Not really.
Okay, well, something still doesn't seem right about all this to me, so.
Peggy, I'll be fine, okay? The agency's so legit. They have business cards, a website. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I want to give you the business card to the company and the phone number to the hotel that I'm going to be staying at.
Oh, okay. Have you told your dad yet?
I can't tell him. He will never let me go.
Well, but, I mean, you have to tell him. He's going to be heartbroken waking up and you being gone.
Peggy, I don't think you understand. I have to do this. This is the only way I can help him. Since Mom died from cancer and all, he's had a lot of trouble with the bills, and with the money from modeling, I could really help him.
But isn't there any other way that you can help him make money?
I don't have people standing in line waiting to give me a job. Anyways, modeling pays really well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, something still doesn't seem right about all this. I mean, I've heard horror stories about this kind of stuff.
Peggy, I'll be fine, okay? I just need you to trust me.
Please just don't walk away from your faith. Remember Jeremiah 29:11?
I don't want to talk about God right now, okay? I need to do this to find out what I believe, and at the same time, help my dad.
Yeah, okay. Best friends?
Of course.
Come on, let's go get something to eat and have a last meal tonight.
I grew up in a Christian home, and my parents were really protective of me.
So with your mother recently passing away from cancer, your dad would have never let you do this, would he?
Never in a million years. But I had to do this.
Why did you feel like you had to help your father out in the first place?
I'm an independent person, and I needed to be on my own, and this was the only opportunity that I could do that, and at the same time, help my dad.
So money wasn't the only thing that caused you desire to want to leave?
No, it wasn't. I also wanted an adventure in my life, and modeling seemed like the perfect opportunity. I thought it would be so cool to be pampered and treated like we think models are treated. All this made me want to go.
Peter?
Oh yeah, hi girls. If you could just drop your bags right over there and follow me, we're all set.
What's going on, Peter?
Hey girls, you know what? Your questions will be answered at the end of what we're doing here.
So if you just go back there and change, we'll get ready to leave.
But wait, why do we need to change?
Well, because this is a modeling and we just want you to look the part. So.
What do you think of the girls are?
You're good. You're young and beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
Tell you what. Why don't you take that over one with to New York, make your romance come on.
Yes, sir.
Goodness, this shirt is so tight. Do you possibly
It's fine, it just comes with modeling. But for now, I need your ID.
I don't have a driver's license.
School ID, passport, anything works.
I'm gonna need your identification.
Why do you want it?
So we can put you in the computer as soon as possible and get you paid.
All right. Remember, I need to get paid ASAP because my family really needs the money.
Don't worry, we'll get you paid as soon as possible. All right, so, all right, Noel, okay, and Jill, you're gonna come with me.
And Brittany, come with me.
Right this way, please.
They took us in a dark van to a golf course at Hamilton.
What was the car wreck?
Jill and I were very confused about what was happening to us.
Did you know what was going to happen to you?
The thought had crossed my mind that I was being trafficked, but I quickly dismissed it and thought it was all part of the modeling job.
Did you know anything about human trafficking?
I know a little bit. I had seen the movie Taken and watched a few documentaries on sex trafficking in other countries.
Did you think this kind of crime would happen in the United States?
No, I always thought it happened in third world countries. I never knew it happened in my own country, the United States.
Well, how did they offer you the job? We never described Peter what that was like.
I saw an advertisement on my city's website. I tried out and I got the job. Everything seemed so realistic and innocent. I met Peter. He was really nice and I thought he was a humble and honorable man.
What happened when you got to Sacramento?
All right, come on, girls, let's go. Come on. Hey, you girls move so slowly.
Well, maybe you push us so much, we'd actually walk faster.
Don't talk to me like that, you understand? I'll beat you like a dog.
What do you think you're doing? Don't speak to her like that.
You better watch yourself. You're gonna learn real quick who's boss around here. That attitude's gonna get you in trouble in this business.
Business? I thought this was modeling.
Modeling? Thought a girl like you would figure this out by now.
So what are you saying? Like we're your slaves or something?
That's right, you are my slaves. Now come on, let's go. Come on.
Cole, what have you brought for me?
Watch these two young ladies right here. The boss said we were low on young ones.
Yes, we are.
You know what? They both got an attitude on them, so don't go easy on them when you're housebreaking them.
How old are they?
12, you creep.
Listen, you're gonna watch your mouth in this business. Let's go.
I think you're going.
I know where your family is. I'm not afraid to kill them. Kill them. Come on.
Where you going?
No!
Get back here.
No! No! No!
We have a special guest today. Rich Bryant, why don't you come on up? He's representing the Monterey County Sheriff's Department. He works with investigations of sex crimes and human trafficking. He's going to share a little bit with us about sex trafficking.
Good morning. Good morning. This is my wife's fault, and she's sitting right here. I've been working in sex crimes for about 18 of my 36 years. And about 4 years ago, it was a Sunday night, I was home watching TV, football, and my wife was in the bedroom watching probably TVN or something. And she came out and she said, "You really have to turn to this channel." It was MSNBC. I'm not thrilled with the station. I said, okay, because I didn't want to listen to it, to my husband. So I turned to it, and it was a program on human trafficking. Been a cop for a long time. I thought that was like someplace else, not here. And it was human trafficking in Detroit and other cities around our nation. So for some reason, I caught a vision of that occurring right here in the United States. So I started doing my homework, going to what classes were offered, which were just a few back then. In the last 4 years, we've increased our classes and training for law enforcement, but we're a long ways from being there. So as I started looking at human trafficking, I thought, is there a history? And one of the famous sayings that you've probably all heard, at least people that are my age or about my age, like, anyway. You've heard that prostitution is the world's oldest profession. It's not accurate at all. It is not the world's oldest profession. It is the world's oldest form of slavery is the sex trade. It goes back to the Sumerians and Babylonians and BC, and then it worked its way forward. In the Middle Ages, sex slaves continued. Most religions, in fact, all the world religions, all said, hey, it's sinful, it's wrong. One of our major churches said, well, you know, let's just kind of like hide from it, common thing. Let's be more interested in sexual assault, which I think the church should be interested in. But instead of focusing on the sex slave, let's minimize it and call it, we'll just call it rape, and we'll ignore all this other stuff that's going on. So it continued from the Middle Age. Abolitionists lobbied the federal government and said, gee, there is sex slave trafficking in the United States. So they, in 1910, they created what they called the Mann Act. And the Mann Act forbid the movement and trafficking of people across state lines or international for purposes of prostitution or immoral purposes. The first thing I would like to do today is just readjust our thinking, reform our thinking. Let's not call it prostitution. That's not what it is. It is commercial sexual exploitation. And I can set this down. I don't need it. And it's called commercial sexual exploitation and commercial sexual exploitation of children. Anybody under 18, in my eyes, is a child. I am 62. And I think that we need to take that approach to this. So as we begin to look at the subject, and I begin to look at the subject, I studied a few things, whatever I could get my hands on. I went to educate a class in Camarillo. I went to a training called GEMS, which is out of New York City and actually deals with the commercially sexually exploited victims on a one-to-one basis. They have a drop-in center. So I received education from more than just cops. I received it from other organizations. So as I began to look at it, I said, how big is it? I didn't know. Here's the facts. This comes to us from the United States Department of Justice, which is like the mucky mucks of law enforcement on local. These are the guys with the real opinions, along with the United Nations. And they said in the world today, there are 27 million slaves in the world between domestic servitude and sex trafficking, which is higher, it's anybody's guess. 27 million slaves in the world today. That is more slaves than if you were to take the combined history of the world of slavery and apply today. That's the highest number we have. Why do we have a high number? We have a high number because it is a $32 billion a year industry. Second only to drugs. And I think it's going to pass it up. That's my research, it's what I'm looking at. Do I have any real facts or figures behind it? No. But I can tell you why I think it's going to pass it up. Drugs, we've been doing this business for quite a long time, at least since the 60s. We had people that want to look like hippies, they wore badges. and they went out and did drug stuff. Human trafficking is a different animal because it is low risk and high return. Our victims are afraid to talk to us for a multitude of reasons. They could be cultural. They could see the stuff that you're seeing today, and I am telling you, what you are seeing today is an accurate depiction of what is going on. And I think the most accurate description I heard one time of why our victims do not talk to us, or survivors talk to us, is they have a chain wrapped around their brain. It's not a matter of whether they have bars and windows. If you go to some streets in Salinas, you see people, and the first word that comes to our mind is the P word, which is prostitution. We need to get rid of that and go, there is a victim of commercial sexual exploitation. If I can't drive anything else home today, that's one thing I do want to drive home, is that thought. It's huge. California used to be the 9th largest economy in the world. Now I would argue whether that's still true today or not, but this is true. California is the 4th in the top 4 states in the United States for human trafficking. It's huge. California law enforcement, we're always a day late and a dollar short. I'm not criticizing, it is what it is. We have lots of problems out there. So we're just beginning to catch up. And what caused us to catch up is in 2012, November, how many went to the polls? November 2012, you remember?
Yep.
If you went to the polls, you saw a proposition, and it fell under 236.1 of the California Penal Code. Whether you knew what it was or not, thank you. We now have a law that covers human trafficking very specifically. And as you read that section, and I can't quote it verbatim, nor will I, it talks about coercion, duress, not bars, not windows, coercion, duress, violence perpetrated against people that makes them do what? Wrap around a chain around their brain. There was an abolitionist that lived in the 1800s, and her name was Harriet Tubman. And Harriet Tubman said these words, and I think that it rings true today. Harriet said, "I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if they knew they were slaves." The more that we've studied this, we're beginning to realize that our victims, it's almost like the Stockholm Syndrome, where they start to, if you don't beat me anymore, if you do not hurt me anymore, okay, I'm going to go along with the program. That's why we don't have to chain them up. That's why they walk the streets. They are still under the control of their trafficker. Let's not call them pimps. That's not what they are. Pimp is a glorified word. You look it up on the internet, you go to YouTube, and people are using pimp as a glorified word. It is not a glorified word. It's a terrible word, and these are human traffickers. Pure and simple. So as I continue to look, I looked at the Super Bowl 2011. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, I know, boo. But so Super Bowl 2011, okay, hey, we're ready for Super Bowl, and things are really looking good. You go to Dallas. Dallas and Houston, Texas, by the way, of law enforcement agencies, are the leaders in this nation. California is jealous because we always think we are. Now, these people have it together. They made over 130 arrests of minors that were involved in commercial sexual exploitation. In other words, these were the girls that were out selling their goods, so to speak, and they were arrested by law enforcement. My only problem with that is I have a little bit different approach, a little bit different thought behind that, and I'm hoping that in Monterey County we can get this thought. If we arrest the guys that we refer to as the customers or the Johns, we charge them with what? We charge them with prostitution or soliciting prostitution. We need to change that entire idea. The idea is these kids, if they're under 18 and I can prove it, that's child molestation. It is not soliciting prostitution. We need to change the way that we think. Men, If you're on the internet and things pop up, you need to know this. Those sites that are popping up, or your friends if they're popping up on the internet, when you're home at night, it's late, or whatever, don't click on the sites. Those sites are paid sites. Basically, they're being supported, and they're supporting this whole idea of commercial sexual exploitation. It's real. There's groups in the United States, one of the groups that is going to amaze you, that is a forerunner in this field, as before I ever got involved in it. And those big burly guys that drive trucks, 18-wheelers, they go clear across country, they actually, in their association, they actually have truckers against human trafficking. They drive everywhere, they see things, they pull into truck stops, and they have been educated on trafficking efforts and are reporting. And here's the places that reporting. There's 2 places you can call. The first place is called Polaris. The Polaris Project has been around for a long time, and what it's based on is the underground railroads that in the 1800s when the slaves were going to freedom was the Northern Star or the Polaris Star. From that came the Polaris Project. The federal government decided that the Polaris Project would manage the human trafficking hotline. The second is National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. That's also where we post kids that are like missing or have been abducted, but it's also a place to report human trafficking. Both of those organizations filter down to the local level. In the last month, I've had 2 referrals from those organizations. They are very, very, very good. So we get them, we work them as we receive them. Don't be afraid to make the call. As you watch this play today, this production, that I think I'm sitting there and I'm just amazed. I'm going, wow, it is super. A couple things can happen. You can get sympathy or empathy. Sympathy drives us to really do nothing. It's a choice that we can make. We can be sympathetic to it, or we can be empathetic to it. And if we're empathetic to it, it motivates us to action, no matter what that is. If it's as simple as just talking to your neighbors about commercial sexual exploitation in America, it is real. I'm here to tell you it's real. If that's the action that you take, that's better than no action at all. You're going to start seeing groups form. Pastor talked about one of the groups that they're going to actually take a collection for. These people are on the front lines. They're actually on the streets. They're if the streets were running. They're not cops. They're just people who said, we're empathetic and we're going to take action. The words that I want to leave you with come from William Wilberforce. He was an abolitionist in the 17 and 1800s, and William Wilberforce was an abolitionist in England. He said, having heard of all of this, and I'm paraphrasing, you can choose to do nothing, but you can never deny again that you didn't hear. Thank you.
Explain for me the first few days.
They call it housebreaking. In that period of time, which can last up to a month, they beat, rape, torture, and brainwash you. They tell you that they're going to kill your family or kill you. I've watched countless girls have horrific actions done to them. They still haunt me to this day.
Why do they housebreak you?
To get complete control of you. Fear is how they control you.
What happened after that?
You go to work. I remember my first customer. He was a businessman. He had a ring on his finger, and he even commented that I reminded him of his daughter.
That is terrible.
It was a nightmare, and it was so sad to think he had a daughter my age.
What were your thoughts for the future?
I thought this was my future. I knew not too many people got out of sex trafficking.
Were Were you depressed, or what kind of emotions were you experiencing at that time?
I had many emotions. I was depressed and mad at God for letting this happen to me. I thought I had no hope. I was constantly being drugged and beaten. And what kind of life is that? I didn't want to live anymore, but I had to think of my family.
Where?
Here's a tip. I want you to buy yourself something nice.
Finally, some money of my own.
You mean my money?
Hey! Ow!
No. What are you thinking? This is my money, alright?
You didn't spend hours waiting for that tip.
Listen! Okay, I've told you this before. You're my property, it's my money. Go clean yourself up.
What happened? Your face is so bloody.
It happens every day, Jill. We're beaten for no reason.
These things to get worse every day, huh?
It does.
Have you ever wondered why this happened to us? We don't deserve this. Why would the world let this happen to us?
Why would a loving God let us live a life of pain?
You believe in God.
I don't know what I believe anymore.
I was just thinking, maybe there's a way we could just, run away.
Jill, remember what Fred said he'd do to our families if we ran away? I can't do that. I can't put my family in danger because you can't get into your head that this is your life.
But just imagine it.
Jill, there's no buts in this situation. This is our lives. We are slaves to men. We have no freedom, no rights. We are slaves forever. This is our future. Get that into your head already.
Sorry. I just think there should be some hope somewhere.
It's true. I've been in this business for 3 years now. There's no way out.
How did you get here?
My father, who lives in the Philippines, sold me and my sisters to provide money for our family. Haven't seen my sisters since.
How can they just split up a family?
We're items, passed from pit to pit, brothel to brothel. There's no choice. Have to get used to it.
Oh well, how many in the world out here was they were supposed to be models and we turned into this?
Get up, girl. Cole's taking you to a new place.
No, why?
I don't have time for your questions. Get up. Let's go.
Where are they taking you?
I don't remember because I was drugged. I do remember being in a car with Brittany, the girl that I was with at first. She looked tired and I could see that she had endured a lot of pain.
What was the last thing that you remember?
We pulled up to what looked like a warehouse, and I was taken into a back dark room with just Brittany and I.
Where am I?
Another brothel.
Hey, you're Brittany. Where have you been?
With Peter. I walk the streets for him.
Oh.
Get up, girls. You have a customer. All right, man. Take your pick. All right. I like this one, but you don't want to do it. All right. Just go ahead and right through that door. Right over there? Yeah, right through that door right there. Yeah. Why don't you move?
I'm not sleeping with him. He's old enough to be my dad. Ah!
I'm so tired of you talking to me that way. You understand? I run things around here, not you. Get up. Go get cleaned off before I lose him. You see what I did to her? Same thing's gonna happen to you. You understand? I know where your family lives. You know what? I'm tired of looking at you right now. Why don't you go back in there and help him out?
How could I ever believe in God? I mean, why would God let this happen to me? Isn't he supposed to be of love? This isn't love. It's just a lie. It's all just a lie.
Were you beaten very often?
Not at first, but as time went on, I got tired of what was happening in the city, and beatings got more frequent.
Well, what did you do with all the bruises that you received?
Makeup. We fixed ourselves for the next person who wanted us.
Did you ever have any hope of actually getting out of here and escaping somehow?
No, I was hopeless. I thought this was my life for as long as I would live. Most of the girls who are trapped in sex trafficking don't get out. Or they don't make it more than 4 years. I saw the changes in my body. I was like I was getting older every day. Like I said before, I had no hope.
I want you girls to mingle. Do you understand me? What's up?
I know you'll be watching your game over here. Look where you've been in 3 houses today.
I know. Some of the girls say that the Super Bowl is the biggest day of the entire year.
Who even made it into the Super Bowl this year?
Hey, you know what? Shut up over there.
Hey, you! Call said to come to me. Let's go.
Hey girl,
Hi,
how old are you?
14.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I hope you don't mind. I just got to see a tattoo and it's still wet.
Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah. Are you religious?
Not anymore.
I am. I just went to church before I came here.
Cool. I really hate small talk, so can I get this over with?
Yeah. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. You want me to?
No, I'm fine.
Or, be right back.
Okay.
Hey! Hey! Come back! Come back here!
Leave me alone!
Come on!
Leave me alone! Let go of me! Somebody, please, somebody help me! Somebody help me! Leave me alone! Let me go!
You think you should run away like that?
Jerk.
You're gonna get this later. You're gonna pay for this later. I'm glad you think I'm a jerk. Where's your client at?
Maybe he forgot his wallet.
All right, little smart mouth. I know exactly who's gonna take care of you. I got something for you. Come on.
What happened to you?
I was drunk. I remember going to a few more parties after that.
I noticed you said that Cole said that you were going to pay later. He was going to make you pay later. Did he keep his word?
Yes, sadly yes. He beat me with a wire and he raped me.
closet.
That's the third time I've had this dream in the last few days. God, if you're trying to talk to me, bring that scripture up again today. Somewhere. Somehow.
Cole says to get up and get ready.
Why?
We're working the streets tonight.
Again?
I know, I hate working the streets. By the way, who are you talking to?
Myself. I think God's trying to talk to me.
God? All I know is that if there was a God, he shouldn't let this happen to us.
Maybe.
The fact that that was the first scripture I memorized as a kid. Also, my best friend had told me that scripture before I left.
Does God talk to you through your dreams?
Not normally. So having the same dream 3 times was a sign. And I knew it.
So what happened next?
After that, I went street walking.
What exactly is that?
We dress seductively and entice men to approach us.
What if they don't?
A girl's pimp will give her amount of money that she has to earn that night. And if she doesn't, then she'll be severely punished.
I see. What happened while you were on the streets?
I was standing there waiting for my next customer. I was crying, and a lady approached me.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Now leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Well, I work for Jeremiah 29:11 Ministries, and we help people in your situation.
Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah, here's my business card.
Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope in the future. I need your help.
Okay, what do you mean?
I've walked away from God, and that actually got me into a lot of trouble. And I need to get right with Him.
Okay, would you like to pray?
Could we?
Of course. Repeat after me. God,
God,
I have walked away from you.
I walked away from you.
I confess that I have done things my own way, and I pray for your forgiveness.
I confess I've done things my own way, and I pray for your forgiveness.
Thank you for everything you have done.
Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you. I have another request for you.
Okay.
I need out of this life, but I don't have a way out.
I can help you. You need to stay right here, okay? I'll be right back.
Who was that?
No one?
I said, who was that?
No one, Cole! I don't have to answer to you anymore. I'm not your slave. Don't treat me like that.
You know what?
That's him!
Now we know. Been looking for you for months now, Cole. What are you guys talking about, This is my daughter here.
Yeah, right. You don't recognize the dude, Cole.
Cole, I'm with the FBI, specializing in arresting for illegal prostitution, and you've been under investigation for these past few months. Cole, I believe that this young girl is not your daughter. Cole, I'm placing you under arrest for illegal prostitution. Yeah, you know what? You need to catch me first. Hey! Get off! Cole, get off! Get off!
Alright, get on your knees.
Get
Up.
up. Your family's dead, you understand? Oh! You have the right to life, son. Your family's dead! Anything you say can will be held against you in the court of law.
I can't believe it.
What?
I'm safe now. Everything worked out.
It's God, honey. Everything happens for a reason. Like I said, God did not abandon you.
God does really do everything for a purpose.
Come on, let's get you to the rescue.
I'm really hungry.
We can get you something to eat after fun.
I was put into a rescue home and my dad was informed.
What happened to Cole?
He was sentenced to life in prison, but sadly, none of the other girls were rescued from the brothel. Word had got out that Cole had been arrested, and all the girls were moved to who knows where.
How long were you in recovery?
About a year, and I would have to say that was the best year of my life. I grew so much in Christ, and I learned a lot about life. I had to be taught how to live again.
What do you mean?
I had to learn how to trust people again and make my own decisions. I also had to recover from all the fear that was implanted to me while I was in slavery.
And after your recovery, what happened next?
I went home, and my dad was so happy to see me. He gave me this big party and welcome me home. We all ended up going to counseling together.
What were some of Peggy's thoughts?
Hey!
Hey, it's actually
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to be back.
Oh my gosh, I didn't expect you for another couple months.
Well, I finished the program early, so they let me come home.
Oh, wow. I'm just so glad you're alive.
I know. I really have been through a lot.
I told you it was a bad idea.
You did.
Best friends?
Of course. Let me in.
Come on, let's go get something to eat.
Wow, you may be seated. Hey, why don't you guys stay up here? Hey, Dennis and Sam, why don't you guys come down? Come down. We need to acknowledge these guys as well. I'm so proud of you. That's my daughter. Bethany approached me about a year, 11 months ago or so with this idea. She put together a script. And I said, you know what, I'm the pastor, and it's better if you have somebody else direct it besides me. We approached Dennis and Sam, thank you so much. And you guys, come over. We have a gift certificate for you for a special place to eat. And you guys just hit a home run today. You did. Alberto, oh man, you are a great friend. Bethany, you just hit a home run today with the script. It was her dream. And thank you. You guys may be seated. Give a round of applause one more time. I'm going to ask for ushers to come forward, please. Oh, I was just told there was one last video. I'm sorry. Hang on. Sorry about that. All right, go ahead and show it. I apologize.
What do you do now, 10 years later?
I went to college to get my counseling degree, and now I help sex trafficking victims get out of slavery.
That is very nice. Have you heard from Brittany or Jill?
Well, now that's another story for another time.